Hello and welcome to today's demonstration of SureWeb's Microsoft 365 Backup powered by Veeam. My name is Matthew Chanferani, Product Sales Manager for SureWeb Services. Microsoft 365 Backup powered by Veeam offers an all-inclusive, easy-to-use solution to back up your Microsoft 365 tenant. Included in the backup is Microsoft Exchange, OneDrive, SharePoint, and Microsoft Teams. Backing up your tenant allows you to protect key data from accidental deletion, security threats, and gaps in retention policies. The solution allows you to quickly recover individual items and files using industry-leading tools such as the Veeam Self-Service Restore portal and Veeam's Backup and Replication console. Some highlights of the solution include multiple scenarios for restoring your data, unlimited storage, 1-year retention by default with additional retention offers coming soon. All of your data is stored on our safe, secure, and robust storage platform. Microsoft itself recommends that you back up the data within your Microsoft 365 tenant. The Microsoft Shared Responsibility model highlights that Microsoft's responsibility is for infrastructure operations only. This includes the uptimes of its data centers, replication between facilities, and physical infrastructure security. Your responsibility is the data residing inside the tenant itself. It's your responsibility to ensure you have copies of all data. Let's take a few minutes to dive into the platform. Shown here is the Veeam Self-Service Restore portal, which allows your users to initiate restoration of Exchange, OneDrive, and SharePoint data through an easy-to-use web-based interface. As a reminder, all the data inside your M365 tenant is your responsibility and not Microsoft's. That's why it's important to back up this data to avoid risks of losing your data, which could be due to internal threats, external threats, or simply accidental deletion. As you can see on my screen, I've logged in and I'm showing the data of a test account named Diego. On the left-hand side, I can navigate between apps, from Exchange to OneDrive to SharePoint. Selecting data for restore is as easy as hitting the tick box next to the item you'd like to bring back, clicking restore on the top of the page, and from here, completing the 4-step easy-to-use wizard. For users wishing to restore data from a further date than the latest backup job, Veeam offers the Backup and Replication console. This is an extremely powerful application that can be installed on a server or technician's workbench. Once installed, connecting to SureWeb's cloud infrastructure is as easy as heading to the Backup Infrastructure tab, clicking Add Provider in the top left, and entering credentials provided to you by our provisioning team during onboarding. Once connected as a service provider, you can launch any of the Veeam Explorers to begin restoring data. Shown on my screen is the Exchange Explorer. Once launched, you can connect to the Microsoft tenant by adding a Microsoft 365 provider store as shown here. You'll be prompted to authenticate with Microsoft directly by copying the code and simply logging in. Now that I'm authenticated, I can select a backup time and click Connect to access the backup. Shown now is a list of all users in the tenant that are currently being backed up. By expanding these users, I can see the information that is stored inside their tenant. These are individual emails. By right-clicking on them, I can restore these messages back directly to the M365 tenant, as well as use operations such as exporting to a PST, a message file, saving to a desktop. The Veeam Explorers all have other functionality such as an advanced search as shown here. This allows you to search from any fields populated into Exchange, OneDrive, SharePoint, or Teams to pinpoint specific data you want restored. It's an extremely powerful way to find a lost item for recovery. Shown now on my screen is the OneDrive Explorer. As you can see, the interface and options are all the same as the Exchange. I can restore data back to the Microsoft 365 tenant, once again by right-clicking on the item, hovering over Restore Document, and choosing to either overwrite or keep that file. Additional explorers for SharePoint and Teams function in the exact same manner. Veeam's ability to offer flexible data restore options, an easy-to-use self-serve portal, and an extremely powerful console makes it a leader in backup and recovery. We look forward to working with you to onboard your clients. For any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us by email at veeam@sureweb.com.